All right, welcome back to Richdiet Podcast, the platform that enriches the cultures and the space where we celebrate visionaries. My name is Aaron Bills.
Zico, you already know.
And we have a very business savvy individual by the name of Gavin.
I wouldn't call me business savvy, bro, but yeah, my name's Gavin for sure.
Sorry, I didn't mean
That's
I
what
didn't,
you said, head of business, right?
I head up business development.
developer, okay, development.
Entrepreneurial.
Yeah.
Should I do it again?
Think outside the box.
Right.
I like the visionary. I like the maverick. I prefer maverick than
Maverick.
The
All right,
Maverick, okay.
Maverick.
Business maverick.
So should I do it again?
No, it's good.
That's good, man. Just flow.
It's fun. We're having fun.
Yeah,
Sorry
yeah.
for that. I
No
thought
apologies
business
needed.
savvy, it's a compliment. But
Yeah, I know. Bless.
blessing. How are you feeling today, Gavin?
Good, man. I had a bit of a late night last night, so, but good. It's been very inspiring to be here today.
awesome.
Right?
For sure.
Just to see tons of creators and visionaries like yourself.
Yeah, it's kind of the world that I prefer to live in, for sure.
Yeah.
Being artist development, creative entrepreneurs, community.
Community.
Yeah, it's big.
Community.
It's very important. I've been doing this kind of work for over 20 years.
Over 20 years.
Back in London, UK, now here in Toronto.
So you're originally from London, UK?
Yes.
Amazing.
The accent.
Yes, the accent kind of gives it away.
And there's a big correlation between London and Toronto.
Yeah, it's interesting. Yeah, the
It's
kind
very similar.
lots of similar ingredients, but different results.
Interesting.
And community-wise, do you see a similarity as well?
Oh yeah, I mean London is a cocktail of immigrants who come together and go to school together, share experiences together, and that cocktail creates hybrid sounds,
Hybrid sounds.
which London is kind of has a long earned reputation for creating
Yeah.
different musical scenes in a way that Toronto doesn't really do.
It does.
No,
I mean, it doesn't.
Which
Yeah.
fascinates me.
Yeah, because I've heard different sounds in London, like the garage, like
UK garage, that's 90s things, man. But yeah, it's coming back. I mean, there's drum and bass, there's dubstep, there's grime, there's broken beat.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, it's list is endless. Ska, you could go on forever.
Yeah,
Forever.
and Toronto, we don't really have that much.
No,
of that.
I've got my theories on that, which is I could share if you want. Pirate radio. I mean, I just talked about it earlier here today. A lot of these scenes that I talked about coming out in London were born out of pirate radio, which now transitioned to online radio.
Online radio, digital radio.
Yeah,
Digital.
but online in the sense of stations like Rinse FM, NTS.
NTS.
These are all online stations that are kind of blown up and really kind of promote different scenes. Jazz in particular is massive now with young people in London.
That's awesome.
And I haven't really seen that happen here in Toronto.
Yeah, it's very. I feel like Toronto is very new to a lot of new sounds because a lot of people ask us, "What is a Toronto sound?" And we seem to not know how to identify it because we are very new to the scene.
But you guys are obsessed about identity.
Yes.
Yeah, which is a hard thing to kind of identify because we have so much different cultures here, right? And
Yeah,
so
but it's about. I mean, there's a lot of culture. Sorry to interrupt.
yeah, no, go ahead.
It's there's a lot of cultures in London.
Yeah.
But if there is an identity, it's I'm from London.
I'm from London.
Right.
Okay.
That's it,
Right.
Yeah.
and that's part of the fixture of who you are.
Yeah,
That's the
we-
common
We're
thread.
not patriotic, you're saying, in a
I
sense.
think you feel in Toronto that you have to you compare yourself to others constantly. Something we used to do in London back in the day.
Yeah,
it was
yeah,
like
yeah.
you got like MCs were like trying to sound American,
Right. Right.
and then there was a crew in the 80s, late 80s, 90s called London Posse. Just the name alone, London Posse.
Right.
And they would spit in their own voice.
Okay.
And that kind of like, oh, okay, yeah, of course. Why are we wasting our time trying to sound like
Yeah.
somebody else?
Right.
Well,
Yeah.
we've got our own cadence, our own
Yeah,
rhythm.
yes,
Yeah,
yes.
own
That
rhythm.
represents who we
Right.
are.
And now we are trying to try to have that same style of the UK.
You're still on that same journey, but at a different point.
Yeah.
Interesting. So you said you do a lot of long form and audio engineering?
Yeah, so as a company, VAPOUR Music Group
Vapor Music Group, yup,
has three
yup.
strands. So there's VAPOUR Music that does purely as an audio house, rather than a recording studio, we're an audio house. So we do everything from voice casting, voice record, original composition, music licensing, sound design, and audio post. Like a one-stop shop.
Yeah, for
Right.
commercials and like films.
So Vapor Music does commercials.
Commercials, yeah.
Long Division, which I head up for business development, does long form, film and
form.
TV. And we've
TVs.
also got Vapor Gaming Audio that does gaming as well.
Oh, nice.
Interesting.
So those are
yeah.
the three strands that
Nice.
make up the Vapor Music group.
So I know the founder of Eddie Weiss.
Edie
Weiss.
Wise, well, yeah, she,
And Scott McKenzie.
yeah, so they're Radkey.
Radke, yeah, they're Radke
Right,
Films.
Yeah, but
yes.
Vapor Music Group is part of the
It's the
Radkey
sister-
film.
yeah,
is part of the
it's
Radkey
one-
film group.
umbrella, yes, yeah, yeah.
Was
So-
that POV?
Pardon me?
POV?
POV. Yeah, I was a part of the POV program, but
Okay.
I got a kind of like a summer gig to work at the Radke Films.
Was that the older George Street?
Yes, George Street, and then it was in the transition of moving to Richmond Street.
Richmond, right, yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
yes,
Cool,
yes.
cool.
But I've been to the Vapor Music
You've been to the
studio,
office on
yeah, on
Adelaide?
Spadina, yeah, in Adelaide.
Cool, you've been there. Okay,
Yeah,
sweet.
yeah,
So
yeah.
you know what you're dealing with there, right?
Sorry?
You know what you're dealing with there, right? It's a beautiful space.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Yeah,
The studio
yeah.
is top of the line.
Yeah, five studios. Yeah, for
Five
sure.
studio. Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah.
Favorite football team in London?
Okay, I'm gonna get even weirder on this.
Uh-oh.
I love football with a passion, but I don't support a team.
No,
No, because I got
not even like your hometown team.
No, well, I'm from London, so we've got like 20 teams already, right?
Yeah.
I know, but there has to be one that's in
It's
your
not like
pocket.
Toronto with one TFC nonsense.
I know.
So
we're terrible.
I mean, I
here.
used to train. I used to play at Millwall and Chelsea when I was a picnic.
Chelsea's my team.
Okay. And my son's a Tottenham fan, which is crazy, but he grew up there before we moved here,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
that kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
But me personally, I'm a control freak, and I have 2 kids, and I can't control them. So the idea of supporting a football team, which you can even less control over,
Yep.
and you know, I know people who weekends are ruined
Yeah.
when their team loses. I got enough. I can't be dealing with that.
Yeah.
And I just love watching football.
Exactly.
Not soccer, sorry, football.
Football.
So, so no, I don't have a team that I passionately follow. I guess Manchester United to a certain extent.
Man U?
When I was a kid, man, my dad was a Man United fan. But and then
David
I live
Beckham?
in London, man. I support that team. So no, but I love
That's
I love my football, man. I love my
I
football.
love that. I love that. No, we
awesome.
appreciate you, man, for coming by, spitting
Yeah.
some game. We definitely would love to do a long form
Yeah, with you.
podcast
Yeah.
one day with you.
This is it.
No, this is just a short.
This is the short version
This
to our
is
bigger
short
version.
snack.
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
just a
Warming up.
snack. This is just
Yeah,
warming
yeah,
up.
We
you
had
know?
to. We had to.
Okay.
Fit everybody. So
Yeah.
Hey, I was going to tell you about Mind Shift.
mind shift.
Mind Shift. You need to know about Mind Shift.
Okay, save it for the bigger.
no, hold on. I'm interested. Is it like a code switch or like what is mind shift? What we?
Okay, it's a program that provides an opportunity for BIPOC music producers and creatives to explore and go down a pathway that allows them to transition from what they do as as a producer to become a composer
Composer, okay.
or a vocalist stroke singer-songwriter to become to be able to sing over kids themes and score and also do voiceover recordings. That's one of the services we also provide is voiceover, and we're always looking for new voiceover talent. And also for artist managers to have the opportunity to learn about music, well, everybody's to learn about music supervision, but particularly for artist managers to learn about music licensing,
Yeah.
entertainment law, agency producing for advertising, stuff like that.
So is this a software?
No, man.
a
It's
program.
like
Real deal.
real deal, in person,
Or
sitting
in person?
a room.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, okay.
KP over here was a participant in our first cohort, so she could talk about her experiences either now or in the longer version that we might do later.
Sure.
Absolutely, yeah.
And
And there's something you founded. You created it.
I'm not the first to do this. There's other. I want to give props to the other courses that have been out there before, but this is something I'm very passionate about.
Okay.
And also because it's what's required. And I'm in the forced position for work for a company that has the resources, capacity
Right.
to be able to provide a program, which we're doing it in partnership with POV,
With POV.
with
Okay.
Advanced Music.
With Fill the Blank.
Not yet, but I'm gonna
Working on it.
I met Brother Joel for the first time today.
Oh,
and-
really?
Yeah, man.
Great-
and I
great-
need to
great guy.
Sit down
Yeah.
and reason with him much more deeply.
Yeah.
POV, Remix,
Remix project. Yeah.
Advanced Music, Girl Connected, These are the partners that are involved in this project that we're doing called Mind Shift. So yeah,
That's awesome.
So it's it's great work. It's interesting.
I love that. I
Yeah.
definitely will.
Oh, so what's your podcast again?
It's
Rich
called
Diet.
Richdiet Podcast.
Rich Diet.
Rich Diet.
Rich Diet.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's
I
not
like it.
about nutritions or
No,
anything.
no. I feel you.
It's
It's
a
a rich nutritional diet.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's what it
it's
is.
about
soulful diet. That's soulful
yeah,
diet.
soulful
That's right.
diet,
Okay,
right?
I like that.
It's,
I like that.
it's
I like
about
that.
uplifting the mind, you
Yes.
know,
Yeah.
Well,
right?
we do shifting the mind.
Right.
There-
Exactly.
There you go.
Spot on.
Yeah, man.
I love that. I love
Cool.
that.
Yeah, yeah.
Favorite musician out of London?
I'm not a musician, brother.
No, I'm saying your favorite musician,
My favorite musician out of London.
Or
God,
UK.
That list is too long, man.
like your go-to. You just got home after a busy day.
Or
you put
driving
on your
around.
vinyl. You slap
Okay, so one of my heroes, this guy called Digo.
a Digo.
He was one half of Four Hero. No Four Hero?
Four Heroes.
Innovators, man. You talk
Innovative.
about mavericks, visionaries. These guys invented drum and bass. Forget Goldie. Digo, who was created like many different scenes. He was part of the breakbeat drum and bass scene with Four Hero. Then they moved on to Broken Beat. I don't know if you guys know about Broken Beat.
No.
Okay, so Broken Beat was real big London underground scene, still is now, but it started really kind of, the genesis of it was late 90s, early 2000s.
Okay.
And
okay.
again, in that very London way, which you don't do here, it was a hybrid of different sounds. There's a great tune called Black is King by Digo.
By Digo.
And in the lyrically it says, it ain't a disco thing, it's a disco thing, it's a house thing, it's a jazz thing, it's a boogie thing.
Ooh. Okay.
That's the chorus.
That's the
And
chorus.
that kind of sums up London musically,
Yeah, that's awesome.
right?
Yeah.
All the different variations of black rhythms, which is what I play as a DJ.
Right.
I love that.
Whether it be dub, house, techno, boogie,
Boogie.
hip hop, the whole works. And this is what Toronto needs.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's awesome.
Absolutely. No, I agree. We definitely trying to innovate our own sound. We had a few pioneers out of Toronto. The Cardinal, the Drakes, you name it.
Yeah.
And we're starting to make waves. I definitely see even having these type of platforms, Fill the Blank, Richdiet Podcast, and everyone coming, meshing together, it's creating that ecosystem.
For sure. And again, as I referred to with, being in this, engaging with underground artists for 20 years.
Yeah.
The starting point was a project, which still goes on now, called CDR.
CDR.
Correct, stands for Create, Define, Release. So that started 20 years ago, and people like Adele came through that.
Wow.
Sampha, I don't know if you guys know Sampha.
Of course, Sampha.
Yeah.
Music genius.
We're the first people to book him live. Floating Points, another great producer. Lots of people came through that project, and basically the genesis of the project was, the idea was that it provides a platform for music makers, whatever their level of experience, to bring down their works in progress, stuff they make in their bedrooms, their laptops, and their studios, and have everything that's played out loud
Yeah.
amongst a like-minded audience by a DJ. So we have no idea what we're going to get. There's no boundaries musically, as long as it goes through some sort of electronic process.
Yeah.
And we do a DJ set of all the tracks that we brought down that night. It's like an improvised set. And as each track's being played, the name of the artist and the track title is projected on the screen.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh,
So you can see what you're hearing
Yeah.
and go, who's my brother? Who's Zico?
Yeah.
Zico's that guy hiding in the corner over there. Go and speak to him. Tell him
That's
how
me.
heavy. That tune's heavy. Tell him.
Yeah.
Sick.
Who's
yeah.
KP? KP, she's over there. Standing, tell her.
That's cool.
That's how we do. So
Yeah.
I started that in Toronto when I moved here. Before my kids
CDR.
got- CDR. So
Create,
CDR,
define, release.
Yeah, CDR Toronto. You can find that on IG.
Okay.
And check out the Create, Define, Release website. And I need to bring it back.
Yeah.
Because there's a
Absolutely.
lot of, when I started, it was amazing because it brought a lot of people together. And the thing I found about Toronto is that people know each other but do their own things.
Yeah, we
That
do
I-
our own things. Yeah.
So it was a great community builder. Then COVID hit and whatever.
Yeah.
So I need to find a new space and do it again because it's
Yeah.
important work.
That's That's awesome.
Yeah. Well,
I'll let you guys know.
Yeah.
absolutely,
keep us posted for
absolutely,
sure.
absolutely. No, we appreciate you, Gavin, for telling us all these great
Yes.
initiatives
Yeah.
that are happening with the audio and, you know,
Yeah.
and
Well, it's great to see Fill the Blank. I wasn't
sure.
aware of it until a few days ago.
a few days ago.
criminal.
Wow. It's amazing.
But it's good to know. And
Pleasure,
join
man.
the dots. Anyway.
Pleasure.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you
Thank
for
you.
your
Yeah.
time. It's Richdiet Podcast. I'm your host, Aaron Bills.
Zico, you already know.
Our lovely guest, Gavin.
Peace. Thank
Peace
you.
and love.